Hey, today's gonna be so much fun. What time are you guys getting there? Okay, I'll see you at the lock. What is a BFF? It's that someone who bridges that gap, between friend and family. Welcome to Ciaz Presents Vogue BFFs, powered by U-Mobile style partner Myntra. We are gonna have a host of celebrity BFFs talking about fashion, playing games, and revealing secrets only they know about each other. Hi, Sonam.
Hi.
Come on in.
Thank you.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What time did you wake up today?
7 a.m. a bit late.
What's the first thing you did this morning?
Brushed my teeth, showered, and prayed.
And who's the first person you spoke to today?
My mom.
What did you eat for breakfast?
Avocados, tomatoes, hummus, and pita. I eat that every day.
Very healthy. Do you like doing interviews?
Not really.
What's the most bizarre question you've been asked?
Who are you dating?
Hey, why don't you head up to your green room? I think it's ready for you.
Thank you.
How many times do you change your clothes every day?
Depends on whether I'm shooting or not.
If you're not.
I guess 4 times since I work out twice and then I wear regular clothes and my night suit. Does a night suit count?
It does count unless you sleep in the buff. That's a lot of laundry, by the way. Is there a celebrity closet you'd want to raid?
Yeah, Victoria Beckham and Elizabeth Taylor.
What would you steal from Victoria Beckham or Elizabeth Taylor's closet?
From Victoria Beckham's, her bags, and Elizabeth Taylor, her jewels.
And how many suitcases did you carry to Cannes?
9.
Ouch. How many shoes do you own?
I can't say.
What's the first thing you bought with your first paycheck?
I gave it to my parents.
That's sweet. If you were marooned on an island and could take one food item you would take?
Avocados.
Who's the one person you'd take with you?
My sister.
Which book would you carry?
The Gita.
A phrase you use way too often.
Do you understand?
A habit you really want to break.
Stop using that phrase.
Hey, Aarti, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Hey, Arts.
Hi.
What's
Hello.
up?
Have you ever made the first move on a guy?
Yeah, I don't like playing games.
Okay, who was your first celebrity crush?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
What's the most romantic gift you've ever received?
A birthday card with a beautiful note written in it.
Aww. Your greatest fear?
Mediocrity.
It's late at night, you're in bed and unable to sleep. You would?
Go chill with my sister or read a book.
So is she your 4 a.m. friend?
Yeah, my sister's my 4 a.m. friend.
What's the bravest thing you've ever done?
Become an actress.
And what's the silliest thing you've ever done?
Become an actress.
Do you have a secret talent?
Yeah,
Do tell.
it's a secret.
Aw. Okay, a superpower you wish you had.
I wish I could fly.
A superhero you have a crush on.
Batman, Bruce Wayne.
What's your most embarrassing pet name?
Films.
Sonam, do you prefer pink or red?
You know I like red.
Your favorite television character?
Gregory House MD.
Your favorite literary character?
Elizabeth Bennet and Willy Wonka.
What is the song looping in your head right now?
It's annoying me that it's looping so much, but I don't know, that song is too catchy.
You're a Pharrell fan.
Yeah, kind of. No, but yeah, I like his music. Going in another situation, but
He's
that's
not watching this.
Yeah,
Don't worry
but
about
this song is quite catchy.
Who would you want to star with in your Hollywood debut?
2 of my favorite actresses, I guess, Meryl Streep and Diane Keaton.
Who would you choose to play in your biopic?
Someone tall, I hope.
If not an actress, you would be?
A teacher or a writer.
Fashion or films?
Films.
Boyfriend shirt or boyfriend jeans?
Boyfriend shirt.
Favorite fashion accessory?
Sunglasses.
Daddy's girl or mommy's pet?
Sorry, Mom. Daddy's girl.
Virat Kohli or David Beckham?
David Beckham.
Ranbir Kapoor or Fawad Khan?
They're both cute.
Box office success or critical acclaim?
Both?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta choose the next one. Snapchat or Instagram?
Well, I would say both, but I think people prefer me on Snapchat because I'm like a bit ridiculous on it.
An Instagram account you follow every day, other than your own, of course.
I like following food bloggers and chefs because I'm a big foodie and I turned vegan and I follow a lot of the healthy chefs to get some yummy recipes.
So you like to cook?
I do when I have the time.
An app you just can't live without.
The Sonam Kapoor app.
Your favorite emoji?
The one where there's a laughter and there's a laughing crying face one.
Can you make it for us?
Well, the reason I like it so much is because when you do laugh, you cry a lot. So you're not making me laugh right now.
Okay, any face. That's cute. Okay, last question. Who do you wish would show up right about now?
A little skeptical about it, but I hope Atul comes right about now so we can start our interview.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Welcome to Siaz Presents Vogue BFFs, powered by U Mobile, style partner Myntra. Sonam, Atul, welcome to Vogue BFFs. How you guys doing today?
Really good. How are you?
Very good. Welcome to our humble abode.
Thank you. It's cool, this loft.
I like your idea of humble.
Well, as the Vogue loft would be.
Yeah, it's as humble as a Vogue loft would be. Yeah.
So Sonam, let's pick up from where we left off. I wanted to ask you earlier, who are you wearing? I love it.
Oh, thank you. It's Prabal Gurung, head to toe, styled by my best friend Sheila Khan.
Beautiful. You look stunning.
Thank you.
And you're not looking so bad yourself. Pretty slick, I must
Thank you.
say.
If you're in the presence of Sonam, you better up your fashion game a bit.
I was just gonna say, did she style you?
No. I would do.
It's not a bad idea.
No, yeah, you think
take
so?
some.
Yeah, style advice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you wouldn't take advantage of that every time you're around her.
I think he's been a fashion photographer for long enough to know a lot about fashion.
Yeah, I can vouch for that actually. Do you remember when you first connected?
I remember it was at a party, which was for a cosmetic company in 2006, I think. And this like tall person walks up to me, which is Atul, and he says, "Oh my God, do you want to model?" I was like, "No."
I have absolutely no idea who she
He
was.
has no recall. He has
I have no
recall.
recollection of this.
Okay.
Having said that, that just
Were you
puts...
supposed to have had? Because you hadn't started working yet.
I just started acting in Sauria. One of my friends was a makeup artist, so I just went for her party just for fun. Nobody took pictures of me at that point. And then I have Atul walking up to me and saying, "Do you want to model?"
So-
and I was like, "I'm already acting in a movie." He's like, "Okay, good."
So that's a very stereotypical pickup line.
You know, he walked away as soon as I said I'm already acting.
And it didn't click then. Like you didn't put
No,
two
no,
and
it
two
didn't.
together.
But it's. I mean, through my career, there have been enough occasions where I think I've recognized a face before it became the face. So I'm quite happy that this is further testimony to that sort of track record.
Then
Fade to black.
Yeah, fade to black. He doesn't remember this at all. I don't know why I didn't remind him of this. And then he shot my first fashion cover. And Shanti and Atul came to me with this like huge presentation on why I should join Bling as an agency. And Sauria hadn't released yet, but there was like this huge like hue and cry about Ranveer and I, and Deepika was also there. Deepika was already signed with Blink. And he said, you know, you have to sign with us. I said, but you already have another contemporary actress.
How did he win you over?
I guess it was just because I felt that they were the most straightforward amongst everyone that I met. They understood that I had a certain set of ideals and principles, and I felt like Atul was very, very straightforward.
So is that your first impression of him?
Yeah, and that he was
If
really
you
tall.
had tall. And if there was one adjective that you could, like, that comes into your mind when you first met this guy, what would that be?
Energy. He has a lot of energy.
And yourself, to Sona, what was your first reaction?
I've always thought of her as innately elegant. It's, you know, the rare beauties of our times, of any times, are the ones who have a certain elegance about them. And they're the ones that are timeless. And I've said this from day one about her. And I believe history will prove that to be true.
So is she's like a control freak with you? Like you come up with an idea or an assignment. Is there actually like a businesswoman lurking underneath this star persona, or?
Here's what
I
most
leave
people...
everything to you.
Yeah, she pretty much does.
Yeah.
But the thing is that
That's nice to have.
she's completely open to any kind of suggestion. And I'll tell you, this is really important to understand that I think she's okay with the fact that some calls may not go as planned. But then nobody has a life where every single call you take is perfect.
There's definitely one strategy that definitely worked for you. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I think there was a time where you were virtually on every fashion magazine cover out there. Was that a strategy?
You know, when I did Sauria and I did Delhi 6 and everything, everybody looked at me as a very Indian actor. You know, people liked my acting a lot, and they thought I was very Indian looking and whatever, and girl next door, not very glamorous. But what Atul saw of me was someone who was very, very fashionable, because I loved fashion, like from the very beginning. I understood it, I understood vintage, I understood everything. Like I knew, like I could, if somebody was sitting there, I knew what they were wearing.
And where did that come from as a young
My mom used to be a fashion designer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've seen fashion shows from the very beginning, and it was exciting for me. And Atul recognized that. He's like, you know fashion so well, and he shot me so many times. And then I was like, yeah. So he's like, you should be doing a lot of fashion magazines. So he called up like every editor, and obviously he did what an agent is supposed to do, is push me in the right direction to change my image, or to like, you know, you can't actually change someone's image if that image is not already, you know, there, inherent there. And he did it, and he kind of made people realize that I like fashion a lot. I guess it worked too well.
And that perhaps there's different extensions to Sonam.
Yeah.
Is probably what you saw in her.
Well, the idea was just to ensure that there's a, you know, when you own a space, it has immense value. And what we wanted to do was, when you think of fashion / fashionable, more stylish, etc., that her name would be top of the list, which it has endured, you know, for the better part of a decade now. And that's because she, across the room, will, you know, figure out what shoes they were from what collection and so on. So it's an inherent interest. Okay. So we just had to put a spotlight on it, really, and made sure that it stayed bright.
And as your agent, did you ever think it could be detrimental and backfire on her being an actor first and foremost?
You know, most of the, if you just look through, other than Aisha, most of the films she's done actually is not fashionista at all, per se. There's hardly any films where she's like a fashion plate from start to finish. They've all, like she said, have had her as the girl next door,
right.
You know, for someone from Delhi, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I live in Juhu scheme, and everybody wants me to play someone from, you know, like a small town or someone
suburban girl,
or like a village or something like that, which is fine. It's also language. It's also you audition and you put the right impression. So films and fashion were completely separate. But I'm passionate about both. I'm third generation film industry. So for my grandfather, my uncles, my aunt is Sridevi. I mean, it's in my blood. So as an
which is blue.
Which is not. Stop it, Atul.
The third generation, it becomes blue.
It becomes blue. Okay. No. So it's, I don't know. So for me, it's always going to be movies, and my love for fashion happened because of movies. It's because of Audrey Hepburn, Katharine Hepburn. You know, the reason I love Givenchy so much is because of Funny Face. You know, the incredible clothes that he did and the costumes that he gave her in the movie. Or if I look at Katharine Hepburn, she's the first one to wear trousers and a swimsuit. Breakfast at Tiffany's. You know, these are the movies that actually encouraged me to look at vintage and old stuff.
And when you first realized that you're going to Cannes, what was that moment like for you?
It was amazing because I wanted to like it.
I can't believe it. No.
I can't. It was really. It was a cool thing because it's fun because you're not walking for a movie. You're walking for a brand.
You ran around Jew scheme screaming,
yeah.
So.
But I was pretty happy because, you know, I love clothes.
You have had quite a career yourself. I mean, you've pretty well followed all your passions and converted it into a career. I think you started as studying chemical engineering and then became one of India's top photographers. And then a talent management agency, an agent, and now you're producing films. That's like 3 out of those 4 things you're still multitasking on.
Yes, the first one I quit really quickly.
It seems so.
Oh my God, I can't imagine you doing like chemical anything.
I quit in my second year. Okay. I just realized I'd be the world's worst chemical engineer.
And so who twisted your arm to become a photographer?
No one. There were just 3 women in the class. I said, okay, that's even worse. So, I actually met 2 people who changed my life. One was Gautam Rajadaksh, who's no more, and Prahlad Kakkar, the filmmaker.
Of course, he changed mine too. That's crazy.
And between the 2 of them, the consensus was that 95% of humanity goes to work, and 5% make a living at what they enjoy. In which case, you're never really working because you never really worked because you had too much fun doing it. So he said, just ask yourself what you can do with no thought of payment or look at the time, I need to go home. And I realized I just really enjoyed taking pictures. So I said, okay, I had no idea I could make a living out
No,
of
he
it.
just wanted to take pictures of hot women.
That too, yeah.
The agent thing, was it just a natural progression? Like you knew that with all this talent around you, you're bound to start producing? Was it always in the back of your mind since you were a photographer? Or?
We toyed around with, some contest ideas and, some television stuff. And then we came across this 7-pager that was written about Neerja. And I was clearly one of the few people old enough to remember who she was. And it was written by the writer of Mere Com. And to be fair, Mere Com had not released at that time.
Okay.
So it's not like we bought something from the hit writer of Mere Com. We just bought a really good story. And we said, if we get the rights from the family, then we'll try and make the movie. So,
Which you did.
Yes, and and this was a blessed project because the reality of it is that we're making a story who nobody remembers this girl. Okay, it's a tragic ending. No matter what we do, she will die in the end.
And people know it going into the theaters.
Yeah,
that this is gonna happen.
people know it. You do know that Milkha Singh is going to come forth no matter what Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra does with the movie. So you know the ending, and it becomes difficult to change that. There's no real love interest per se, so there's no real songs to promote, and the standard boxes that you tick.
Well, besides the fact that I cried myself silly at the end, watching this film, I definitely firstly said, wow, well done, Atul. And Sonam, I don't know, I felt like this is sort of a new chapter, a new beginning for you in a sense in your career as an actor.
I hope so. Like I said, you need to just grow. So whether it's professionally, personally, in any way, you need to grow. And it's like I feel like it's been a steady progress. Atul and Shanti also got me Ranjana, and after that I did Khoobsurat, and I've been nominated for all these movies for acting, but I never got the kind of credit that I got for Neerja.
Have you guys ever discussed as agent
Of
talent
course,
what
of
kind of
course.
projects
I
you
think
would
it's
go
inevitable.
for?
You'll see something happening sooner than later.
Yeah.
What kind of role or project do you see her envision Sonam sort of venturing into in Hollywood?
I've always maintained this from day one, that she's a subtler actor. So it needs a certain kind of director who will bring that out in her. And I think after Neerja, there's no discussion on this subject. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that she should get a few new outfits for the award season next year. But having said that, in Hollywood, I think the kind of role she will do will be again in much more meaningful sort of movies now. I would have had a different opinion, let's say 2 years ago, but it'll be something that's a role that she'll sink her teeth into. It won't just be show up, look great, leave.
I want to look great.
Huh? Yeah, well.
While doing meaningful
Looking
cinema.
great is one thing, but
involve the
almost every
performance.
Hollywood film, at least 70% of them, involve some form of nudity.
Yeah.
Given the situation, would you rather wait it out until...
See, I don't know, but the only reason that I'm not comfortable with nudity is, I don't mind a body double doing it for me. It's just like, it's nothing to do with the moral compass that I have. It has everything to do with my own body issues that I'm fighting since I was like 16 years old, because I've been someone who's been very, very overweight, and so it has to do with that.
Okay, Sonam, Atul, we wanted to check just how well you guys actually know each other. I'm gonna give you each one of these paddles, and as you can see, they have your names written on either side. So this one's for you, Atul, and this one's for you,
Okay,
Sonam.
perfect.
And I'm basically just gonna read out some really simple questions.
Okay.
Well, maybe not so simple, but you get my drift.
Okay.
And all you guys have to do is pretty well answer who is more likely to fit that situation.
Easy enough. Come.
Yeah? Okay, here we go. Who's more likely to be late for a movie or a dinner date? Oh, general consensus, Sonam. It's gotta be the clothes. Okay. Who is more likely to forget a friend's birthday?
100%.
Really? Who's more likely to run out of charge on their phone?
Come on, Atul.
What do you-
He's always on the phone.
I have chargers everywhere. In my
that's
bag, in
cheating.
the
No,
car.
still with the chargers, he would run out of battery. I don't use my phone. I don't even pick up my phone.
Oh, really? I
Like-
always imagined you to be like a total phone junkie,
no,
on the
no.
internet with your friends on the
No,
phone.
no.
There's never been an instance since the beginning of the cell phone in India that I've run out of battery.
Yeah, he's like obsessed with his
Because your
phone.
pockets
Never.
are
I
full of
have
charges.
the worst
I'm
phone
Clint Eastwood
etiquette.
with-
No, I
with
have the worst phone etiquette. Like terrible at it.
Which is?
Which is like I don't pick up calls. I don't like. I just don't. I like space out. I don't see my phone for a couple of hours unless I have like work. No.
Who's more likely to lose their phone?
Oh, no question.
Yeah. Spaced out.
What do? Does your whole world just collapse all around you when you've lost your
No,
phone?
I don't even realize. So it's fine.
Okay, so who is more likely to order badly, and eat the other person's food? Seriously?
No,
You guys-
actually, I would agree with that.
Which one do you do? Order badly, and eat someone else's food?
No, actually, what I don't like. Do I? I don't know. I'm
You
confused.
overorder.
I overorder and I just don't eat any. I don't.
And then
eat.
she
So
won't
your
eat.
eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Yeah.
And then she won't eat most of it.
He's a foodie. He's like good with food.
And you're a vegan. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah. So it's complicated.
Who's more likely to binge eat in the middle of the night?
Duh.
And what do you binge eat?
Crisps, chocolate.
Chocolates.
And you're a vegan, and you look
I
like
have
this.
I have vegan chocolate now, but I used to eat chocolate anyway.
Okay, who's more likely to get arrested?
Definitely Atul.
Seriously, and what for?
But
I have no idea, but she won't get arrested for anything. She'll get away with it if the cop pulls her over. So,
Really?
yeah. So I won't be that lucky.
And what do you think he'd get arrested for?
I don't know what.
Answer carefully.
I don't know what you get arrested for, but you should get
There's
arrested.
gotta be something out there. Do
I'm
you
sure
drive
you've
too
gotten
quick?
like into a lot of
You party
trouble when
too
you were
hard?
younger.
Probably a traffic violation.
Who's more likely to find or be updated on all the latest gossip?
Oh my god.
Okay, this one I have to agree with him. I've seen you sit here, you're like Taylor Swift this and
Yeah, but that's like Hollywood
Kardashian that.
gossip. It's just because I like Taylor Swift.
And you did like Kim Kardashian too.
No,
heard.
not like I have no opinion on her.
Yeah,
But
thank
she's
God.
she's a businesswoman. I get that, but she's famous for being famous, which is cool as well.
Who's more likely to get into a debate about politics?
Oh my god.
Really?
I guess
So-
both of us to a certain extent.
So,
Thanks, Atul.
Yeah, that'll be.
who's more likely to laugh in the middle of a very serious discussion?
I space out.
You've been on your best behavior here, actually.
No, I just space out. Like if I just stop thinking and
Really?
reacting and participating.
Finally, who's more likely to win Big Boss?
Atul. I don't even watch it. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually I think watched one episode
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
because I can't
I'm
handle
not
this.
asking who would likely watch more
Yeah, so-
episodes, but who would likely
I wouldn't
win?
last. I wouldn't last. I would bring a lot of TRP and drama to it, but I don't get last.
No, I mean I can't imagine
you
me
should
being
love
on
yourself.
Big Boss. There's just no way.
No?
Can't deal with goldfish in a bowl, that kind of thing. So especially if you're the goldfish.
Who's more likely to win an argument?
Atul. What do you mean? That's because I'm a bit. No, that's not true. You win arguments. You win a lot of arguments.
Only when she lets you.
That's not true.
And who's more likely to cry after watching a movie?
Atul doesn't cry. He like tears up.
I like choke up.
Cry inside.
Yeah, there's like no crying.
Okay, sweet.
Not bad, yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad. I don't know, I wasn't counting score, but I think you guys, it was pretty even.
Yeah.
You guys
We
did well.
disagreed on like one or two. That's it.
You know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my absolute favorite segment because I get to take a break and I let the internet take over. There's a lot of stuff out there. We're gonna start with you.
Okay.
I typed in like the most common search terms for you, and we came up with some of the craziest, funniest, most ludicrous ones out there. Of the things the internet wants to know about you, and we're getting to you in just a bit, so stick around. By the way, I haven't seen any of these questions earlier,
Okay.
so I'm just saying.
Okay.
Here we go.
So basically, she's saying they're unfiltered.
Okay, that's fine.
This is not me
I'm sure.
asking you. Let's get that point straight. Okay, Sonam. Is Sonam Kapoor in him for the weekend?
For 4 seconds.
4 seconds. How'd you feel about that?
Good. I got to see Kolpe right now. And I got to meet them and hang with them and take pictures with Chris Martin and stuff like that. It was pretty interesting. It was amazing.
Okay, they're a cool bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. Is Sonam Kapoor getting married?
Not anytime soon.
Really? You are seeing someone though?
I don't talk about my personal life. I just don't. And people have stopped asking me that question.
And my advice to you is take your time. How is Sonam related to Ranveer Singh?
He is my third cousin. Like he's my mom's cousin's kid or something. Like he is related in like
Mom's second cousin's kid.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean this in the best possible
Yeah.
way, but there's actually a resemblance between you two.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Actually, this question got the maximum hits
Okay.
online for you.
Okay. Okay.
What is Sonam Kapoor's diet?
Oh, my diet.
Not now, because we know you're vegan, but I think most people probably wanted to know at the time where there was that drastic shift in who you were.
Well, I've been on a diet since I was like 17.
Seriously.
But honestly, it's just been pretty consistent. I've never been a big meat eater, and I love Thai food. I love Indian food. I like Indian junk food. I try to be as healthy as possible, but I love Indian junk food, and I love junk food in general. But I like working
So
out.
we're gonna go on record to say that Sonam Kapoor's diet is Indian junk food and junk food.
No, not anymore. I think it's irresponsible of me to say that I eat junk food because I really believe in healthy eating and healthy living. I think I honestly believe that you need to enjoy your life and indulge yourself. But I really believe in good health. So right now I try to be as healthy as possible. For someone who's been in and out of hospital for the last 4 or 5 years, several times, it's a lifestyle change that I've had. So it's important for me to say to young people out there that we all have body issues and we all have ideas of what we think is the perfect way to look. But to be healthy and to eat right and to work out and be active is very, very important. And it doesn't mean that it's to be thin. It is to be fit. And so I encourage that. So
But you allow yourself a cheat day.
you need to cheat. You know, you're a human being, and everybody's not blessed.
Well,
But
keep it up. It works for you.
I hope so. It's good. It makes me feel good. Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting over to you. Yeah. These are pretty funny, actually. At least most of them are. Is Atul Kasbekar quitting photography for films?
No, I'm not. But
You're gonna
okay.
keep your day job.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Actually, it's bizarre, but I have a spiritual advisor who's also a really good friend, and he said it defines you. You can never leave it. So I asked myself what I love doing, and I started with portraiture because I enjoyed shooting faces.
Right.
And I think that's one thing I'll never stop.
So you'll never leave your first love. I
I
like
won't,
that.
I won't.
Very romantic. Will Atul be acting in a film?
No chance. But really, someone asked that question?
Really?
Oh
I can prove it to you.
So sweet.
Never?
No, he will. He'll do
A
like
cameo.
past
He'll be
you
like
will
doing
do
a
like
cameo on your
you'll
own.
do that. Why
No,
not?
even if you ask me, I won't do it.
Why not?
No, please,
Seriously?
no chance, yeah.
Okay.
No,
Surprise.
please, chance, no chance. You've done an ad. It's
She's
cute.
begging
That-
you.
That's
That
fine.
was cute.
Yeah.
That ad was cute. I laughed for like 20 days.
What is that?
He's done this ad.
I did
That's
a
it?
commercial. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Atul, next. Who is Atul Kasbekar's wife? I know that.
Okay.
Vandana.
Should I answer that? Or?
Vandana. Please
Okay.
do. She'd
So
love
her
to
name
hear.
is Vandana. We've known each other since we were 19 and have been married for a ludicrously long but fantastic length of times.
She's a wonderful person.
She
As
is.
they say, behind every great man is an even better woman, and
Completely true in my case.
quintessential.
And
exactly.
behind every woman is a great butt.
is a great butt.
It's a great butt. So,
That's
Behind every great woman is a great
a
butt.
great butt. I can vouch for that.
no ifs on that one.
Like I said, I haven't seen these before. Do you guys Google yourself?
Yeah.
You do? All the time?
Whenever my manager, Alicia calls me up and said, "Did you read this?" I was like, "Read what?" And she sent me a link, and then I do. But usually it's like the worst idea for anybody to Google
I
themselves.
agree. Like the last thing you should do is be reading your own press.
Press, yeah, it's horrible. I don't like. They all have Google alerts on me for my news and stuff like that because apparently I have no filter when I do interviews. But I think I've gotten better.
Much better.
What's the worst thing you've seen about yourself online?
For me, being somebody who has a very healthy attitude towards body and self-image and stuff like that, there are a lot of people who are trolls, if that's the correct terminology for them. I don't know. I think trolls are pretty cute, so I don't know why they call them that.
So do you fall into that trap of believing everything you
No,
read
I
about
don't.
yourself?
I don't because I have a very strong sense of self, but that doesn't mean I'm
You're
not.
like, damn it!
No, but I'm a human being. So when someone is saying something that's not so great about my body or the way I look and stuff like that, it hurts a little bit, you know? And so I don't think it's correct. I don't look at the comments on...
The internet is not correct.
No, I don't think that's true either. I think like any tool, if it's misused, then it's not good. But if it's used correctly and effectively, then it can be effective, and it can even start a revolution. It gets a prime minister or a president elected.
This is our next segment is Sia's Style Files, and we're actually going to go through all her fashion evolutions over the years. And seeing as you know her so well, and of course you are one of our biggest fashion photographers, I think I'd like to get your perspective on it.
Okay.
You ready?
Sounds like fun.
Okay, so this is look number 1.
So this is
Her awkward teenage years.
Yes, and I didn't know her then, but she schooled in Singapore.
Okay.
And as she puts it, ate junk food morning, noon, night.
Really?
And piled on the pounds. And I have a lot of respect for people who can lose all that weight and become svelte and lean and hot. Because I'm struggling to lose 3 kilos for the last God knows how long.
You look great.
So yes, I mean.
But tell me, I think she's about 15 or 16 here, and you met her a few years later. Had she changed much by the time you met her?
I met her when they had finished shooting Savaria.
Okay.
And
so she'd already shed the pounds.
Yes. So she was done with shooting, and all the trauma that goes in shooting your first motion picture. And then it's with a director like Sanjay Leela Bhansali, who's an exacting person. So I think she lost whatever weight there was to lose in that time.
And that goes brilliantly into our next look, which is one of her films, Aisha. Now, this was like India's biggest fashion film, so to speak. What do you make of her look here?
You know, for those who know her, like for me, this is Sonam. She's a happy, chirpy, fun person when you meet her and you get to know her.
Absolutely.
And there's a wonderful positive vibe, which I guess is really seen on a continuous basis by like a closed few. But this chirpy sort of devil-may-care, happy, fun thing is really a defining image for me. I told her when this shot was out, I think Tejal shot it, one of my very worthy colleagues, and I told her then that that's a great shot. It's really a defining image for me.
And of course she had her gal pals, her sister Ria and Prerna Qureshi working on this with her.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, ready for look number 3? Can you guess?
That's Anamika.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's stunning, and I think every designer has this one fashion muse, and they seem to connect at another level. And I think for Anamika and Sonam, it's really it's like a cosmic connection.
Well, also, I think Cannes 2013, Sonam did everything perfectly. I mean, look at this, the sari, the jacket, the nose ring, even the windswept hair looks perfect.
13 was a good year.
Yeah, it was a good year.
Similarly,
The
stunning as
modern
well.
princess.
Yeah. And also, if you see the look on her face, it's that same kind of Aisha,
The same
happiness.
aura, yeah.
It just seems to come from within.
Oh, she's got a beautiful toothy grin. I love that. And this is Dolce & Gabbana, if I'm correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Fantastic. Couldn't go wrong. Flawless. Okay. For our final 2 looks. There's no guessing here. This is Masaba.
This is Masaba. I think they've also had a really nice connection in terms of at 2 levels. One is, I think, they've been friends for years. So she worked at encouraging Masaba in her early days in terms of going for it with the mad print she wanted to do.
Right.
And I think it became a signature style. So I think it's always nice to get encouragement from a fashion icon.
Absolutely.
I think Masaba has credited her with.
She did. I was just going to say, I think she actually said that none of her saris, her prints were actually selling or working until Sonam Kapoor decided to endorse it.
She made them world famous in India. So.
Yeah, and not only that, I believe she took her rootsiness everywhere in the world, and she's worn saris. She takes it with her everywhere.
Well,
it's like her go-to look.
Apart from making the prints famous, I think she's also, there's something about a tall Indian woman with curves wearing a sari. It is just so sexy.
Yeah.
and there's an alluring beauty and sensuality to it, which I think someone like Sonam with her body structure and her height has just made it beautiful. It's just she can really work a sari.
Wonderful. Now, how alluring to you is this next look? Go ahead. We've heard it all before.
Yeah.
So this is an Ellie Saab gown, and it received, it was slammed on the internet pretty well. Memes, jokes.
Yeah.
It was called the bird dress, i.e. the big bird on Sesame Street.
Yeah. So when this came out and the pictures were out, I'm going, okay, we're going to have a meme attack in 5, 4, 3, 2, and then sure enough. I think about the same time, Rihanna had that big omelette-looking yellow dress, which had that ridiculous train.
Yeah.
So I think it got equally deflected to some extent, but yeah, this was one of those.
So what do you do as an agent when your talent shows up in something that maybe didn't go down as well as you would have hoped?
It's okay. You know, you never walked the first time you tried, so it's okay to make a couple of whatever.
This was 2015, Khan, right?
Yeah. So you know, I mean, it's okay. I'm not.
You just blind yourself.
Yeah,
to
you
it.
know the nice thing about in our modern times is there's so much information that if you get something right, you can't live off that forever. You need to reinvent yourself really quickly again.
Right.
And if you get something wrong, it's okay because 2 weeks later, or until they bring it up on this show, people have forgotten about it. So.
Okay, so we're gonna play a really popular party game. I'm sure you guys have both known it, played it. Pictionary?
Not really, but yeah.
Oh, really? So I have to go through the rules here.
No, you don't have. No, honestly, you don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we know.
Okay,
the
well,
rules.
since you
I
haven't
draw
played it.
and you guess or she guesses.
Yeah, well, you're gonna definitely go first.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna draw. I'm gonna give you a list of clues. Basically, we've themed it over something that is dear to you. You recently just constructed a whole airplane in your recent movie.
Okay.
So your theme is airplanes. Okay, and Sonam, you've got 90 seconds to guess.
Okay.
All his clues.
Okay.
And we'll see how you do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah?
So it depends on who's a better drawer.
Ready?
Yeah.
On your marks, get set, go.
Luggage, suitcase.
Ding.
Good. Number one.
Don't waste paper like that.
Yeah.
I gotta keep score here. I know what to do.
Headphones.
Okay.
Good. What's a really
What? That's terrible.
I wish I could guess. Close.
Bar.
I'm gonna give you some hints here.
But alcohol, booze, alcohol. Yeah, what? Don't.
Okay, that's
Also,
2
that's
out of 3.
horrible.
And I heard you were a great drawer.
This is like 3 circles with people.
What is
oh,
this? On an
windows.
airplane.
Windows.
Very good.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
I've
what is
been
it?
drawing a long time.
It's
Okay, it's
captain.
obviously a person.
Is it a purser? Or air hostess?
There you go.
But I don't. Okay.
10, 9, 8.
It's an airplane. A cab. A cockpit. I mean, that's not. You're like terrible.
And your time's up.
Damn.
So I think you got
That's
one.
a lot, man. To
You got 5 and I got all of them right.
Okay, you're up next. We have enough paper.
I guess I can't call myself Pablo or anything. You want me to sign these for you? And
Okay, it's terrible.
You know what? We'll put up a wall of all your drawings up there.
It's terrible.
Since you just did a film on weddings, obviously your theme is weddings.
Okay, cool.
On your marks, get set, go. That looks like a mouse.
Pause.
Yeah.
Firecrackers.
No.
Jewelry.
Yeah, but
Necklace.
yeah.
Which one?
Mangal Sutra.
Yeah.
Alcohol, funnel, rocket, martini glasses, champagne.
Yeah.
Next. These
I'm
ones
a
will-
brilliant guesser. Gown,
You're
wedding
running out of
gown.
time.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll give you another 10 seconds for that.
Outfit, churidar.
Male?
1 second. Sherwani.
I have to
yeah,
give my
not
hints.
bad. Okay.
Is she her drawing a male?
Okay, time's up.
Equal, yeah. 5 and 5.
Not bad. Was that 5?
Yeah.
Okay, who's the more competitive one out of you?
obviously Atul, because he was like going at it.
You're both pretty like, oh, let her win.
I think she's pretty competitive.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed with your drawing skills.
Not really. That's quite terrible.
So you can actually, we can actually take credit for Sonam Kapoor playing Pictionary for the first time.
Yeah.
Woo, you guys have been so much fun. Thank you so much. You're such great sports.
Thank you.
It was fun.
I'm gonna let you guys finish off in true Vogue style now with the Ciaz cover shot. And for those of you watching, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week.